So restrictions for private gatherings are eased, longer business hours for cafes, diners, and other multi-use facilities. All this while sticking overall to the previous level 4 and level 3 distancing for the greater capital area and the rest of the country, respectively. This comes ahead of a shift to return to normal life. Our Bae Eun-ji is standing by at Gangnam to check out the changes. So Eun-ji, how are Koreans enjoying the first day of eased distancing?
Well, Daniel, I'm at a movie theater in Gangnam, and with the operating hours of some places, including movie theaters, extended, there are some people coming in for late-night movies that will end at almost midnight. Seoul and the surrounding areas are still at the highest level of social distancing, level 4, and the rest of the country at level 3. But movie theaters, performance halls, and study cafes in the Seoul area can now stay open 2 hours longer until midnight. And with the National College entrance exam approaching, study cafes can too. Outside the capital region, the extended hours also apply to restaurants and ordinary cafes. As for limits on private gatherings in the capital region, they can have up to 8 people, up from the current cap of 6. This is permitted regardless of whether it's before or after 6 p.m., but at least 4 people in the group have to be fully vaccinated. Elsewhere in the country, gatherings of up to 10 people will be allowed as long as 6 people are vaccinated. And as for weddings across the country, up to 250 people can attend the events as long as the number of the unvaccinated is capped at 49.
So Eun-ji, Gangnam is one of the busiest places in Korea. So how are people there responding to the new measures so far?
Well, people seem to be welcoming the new eased restrictions, especially in hopes of getting the economy back to normal.
The vaccination rate is pretty high now, and new daily cases have fallen to the 1400s after being above 2,000 for a couple of weeks. So I personally think that, considering the economy, it's better to start slowly easing the measures.
I think it's great that things are returning to how they were before the pandemic, but I think people should follow the rules strictly.
So people do think it's great that we're going back to normal, but there are still concerns that people might lower their guard. I spoke to the owner of a coffee shop who says this should have been done sooner and hopes they'll let cafes stay open later too.
I think the easing of the rules on gatherings will be effective, but I think this should have been done sooner. Also, the people do tend to come to our coffee shop after 10 p.m., so I hope they will change the rule on operating hours.
It seems the new distancing rules are welcomed by both small business owners and the public as the government prepares for a shift to living with the coronavirus early next month. That's all I have for now this hour. Back to you, Daniel.
All right, Eun-ji, thank you for being out there for us. We appreciate it.